Welcome everyone to another blockbuster Hall of Fame interview. Today we have someone who is not only a great student who have cleared like IIM Bangalore, Kolkata, Kozhikode, Lucknow, Indore cutoff. On top of it, she is someone who has really transformed herself inside and out. She built herself as a wealthy leader. She has worked on her relationship. She has worked on her health. She has worked on her entire capability to do whatever it takes. When she started preparing for IIMs, she had only few months in her hand and she was doubting herself whether she can do it or she cannot do it. But as someone says correctly, where there is a will, there is a way. She continuously show up despite the busy schedule that she had. She continuously followed the right mentorship as per her coaches and she devoted herself in the service of her dreams and the magic happens. Within few months of the devotion and commitment and service, she is able to get to the top of the top colleges and beyond all of these things, she's a very kind, very empathetic, and a very powerful person who is committed to make it happen. Her dream of joining IIM started from the point where, despite putting all the effort, she could not get good colleges for her bachelor's. But as someone says correctly, your one setback is the base of your next comeback. And that is the true testimony of her journey. So I want all of you to welcome Vidhula Anand, everyone. Welcome, Vidhula. How's the feeling of getting the top colleges that everyone in India is aspiring to go? And you have got like Bangalore, like Kolkata, like Indore and Kozhikode and all of this Lucknow. How's the feeling, by the way? Like how grateful and blissful feeling you have this year. Go ahead.
Hi all. It just feels surreal for me to get calls from the top B schools, and it's always been a dream for the people who aspires to pursue MBA. It's always been a big dream for them to get call letters from the top B schools, the top IIMs from Bangalore, uh, Calcutta, Kozhikode, and all. So it's the same feeling what I'm feeling right now is like the journey which I have passed, and it's been just I had only few months, like 3 months or so, to prepare for CAT, and then I just and then when I just got into VAIR community, it made me feel ki, yeah, I'm worth it, and the proper guidance and mentorship which I got from them made me get a very proper routine which I can follow, and I that made me crack CAT, and it also made me transform myself within and outside. So I'm just grateful for that.
Awesome, Vedula. And I know, you have managed your time very well. You have managed your other priorities and all. A lot of people who get on this journey 3 months back, get exam, they have their colleges to do, they have their exams to do, and because of that, they never even start. Or even if they start with so many self-doubt. So how you as a person overcome all of these limitations, like time limitation, like energy limitation, like human capacity limitation, to crack IIM Blackie kind of colleges? Go ahead, Vidura.
So as I'm right now in my final year of BTech, and I can understand like when it's the CAT is in November and everyone has their end semesters also going through that month, and everyone has their peak time limit going in the just previous months, because they have to side by side prepare for their college exams and also for CAT. So the same problem even I faced, and I would say ki when I got into the community and they gave me out a structured plan that this is the plan you have to follow, and make sure you try to attend all the online classes which they are scheduling in the evening slots, because it's the slot where you are preparing also for your exam, like college work also. So I just made sure that I spent some time for this. I devoted almost 4 hours minimum per day only for CAT, not only for preparation like syllabus wise coverage, but also holistically just getting to know myself better, and also making sure that I have I emotionally and mentally I shouldn't take more stress off. So I made sure that I made a to-do list, and always, like sir, you said to make your goal card and keep it in front of you. I always read goal card whenever I feel so stressed, and I say, ki, yeah, this is our goal. So we have to just slow down, pace down, and just clear your all thoughts, which is making you feel more stressed out. So that's how I made sure that my routine gets a bit set up. Like in the evening, for sure, for 4 hours, only for cat, I used to keep, like for cat and the other processes, I used to keep it aside. And then the rest, I just made sure that my college work gets settled up in the rest of the time. So that's how I would say time management I took care of. And for the resources, we need not worry because from the community side, we will get all the resources in hand. And you have to just practice, keep on practicing whatever resources we have. And coming to your energy levels, I would say attending your sessions, hackathon and LCC sessions itself makes ourselves more, our energies, even if the whole day made your energy go down, your motivation levels are down for the past 1 week, just your session makes us feel more energized and motivated, not only to crack IIMs, but also to crack your small level tasks in daily basis.
Hmm.
So that motivation is actually required in today's world because everyone, uh, you will get free advices from everyone, but you won't find people who will, figure out your talent and make sure that your talent comes out naturally from within. So I would say that thing you made me sure that each hackathons and LCCs made me feel that yeah, I have it within myself and I just need some time to just bring it out. And those sessions made me realize it, and I also made it come out gradually. So that's how my even all parameters got uh, well synchronized in that pattern. So
True, true, true. You not only worked on clearing the aptitude, you also worked on your profile, you also worked on your selection, and it turns out beautifully for you because of the focus. You kept your energy going, reading the goal card, keeping yourself in a good conversation, aligning yourself with a bigger vision, not giving up on that particular day. All this inner game leads to the external results, and that is the real truth of it. So, Vidula, like so many of the girls who are coming from the engineering background or coming from the science field, they think that we do not have much options. Okay, because not everyone can go ahead and pursue career in MSc or MTech in foreign universities and all. And so, how did you switch that game and move to the IIMs? What was your mental makeup that lead you to move from the one direction to the another direction completely? Go ahead.
I already I am now having my branch in data science and engineering background. So I already had a feel of having to play with data, like data analysis and all. And when you have to work with data analysis, your data thing, it's a very vague subject because it gets you get data from every field of. And I felt business when like I always watch some Shark Tank videos, and I'm like always having some interest leading towards business and entrepreneurship and all. So also in our college we have few startup ideas, booming here and there. So listening by those theories, it made me feel ki business is a place where you find so much data, and it's a place where you can. It's not just about engineering or science. It has a combination of all fields together. If every field you have knowledge, basic knowledge, only then a business can work in a very beautiful manner. Because even if you take a company doesn't, even if it's related to a steel producing company, it doesn't mean that it has to only have engineers within them. You will have a part where marketers are required, finance department is required, and everything sort of. that made me feel ki, yeah, business is a place where you can grow yourself, you will have more knowledge, you will have more way to uh, explore other things, not only
Hmm.
from your background. You will have other fields to explore. You will know how each fields have their dynamics within between them, and uh, just the hobbies, like just watching Shark Tanks and all, made me curious of what
That
business
particular
is.
topic,
And
it causes
yeah,
that
so
interest for you. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, as a student, what all challenges you faced? Like, what are the top three big roadblocks that you faced in this journey? And you overcome that with the power of your coaches, with the power of your community members, with the power of your parents or mentors. How you overcome those? Go ahead, Vidula.
I would say first thing was time management, obviously,
Mhm.
because uh, my college timings are not exactly fixed, so I have to figure out which time is
Hmm.
feasible for me to do work. So that obviously gave me, like, because every day almost we'll have 2 hour session from the community side. So that
Hmm.
2 hours will be, I would dedicate those 2 hours to almost attend all the sessions, may it be for CAT or for the motivational sessions. And the
Hmm.
other 2 hours I'll try to maintain in between my classes of practicing, solving and practicing kind of things.
Hmm.
And um, second thing I would say is, you know, making sure that um, I would say the community made me a bit extroverted, or made me feel that I have overcome the stage fear level, because at the starting I was so afraid to just switch on the camera in the Zoom meetings, whichever we used to have. Then slowly I started switching on and I just started speaking. I know that my English is good. Everyone says that, okay, your English is fine. But I never had the confidence that I can, speak fluently. I just fear that they would comment something on me. So my parents made me sure, they always say from childhood, ki, don't think what others are going to say. Just feel that communication is really very important in today's life. And, the community made me feel so confident. Their stories, whenever they share in our meetings, it made me feel that they are so vulnerable before us. They are sharing each and every problems they are facing. And why can't you open up and just say that you had a good day, a normal day? Just that is what you have to share. So that's how, those community members, each one of us, each one of them helped me, motivate myself, and they helped me in eradicating my self stage fear and the doubts which I had within me related to the communication part. And I hope I'm doing it better, far better from
You're
the
doing far better,
previous.
Vidula. Way better, way better. From the day one when you were there with your mom, and from today, from now, it is like a huge 180-degree shift that is already there. Yeah, so that is a beautiful journey, Vidura. So, what internal transformation you experience, which is not about maths, English, or reasoning, or all this, but that lead you to be successful in your CAT exam to get IIM Blackie calls. What internal transformation you went through, like your motivation, your energy, your belief system, or your spirituality, or your health, your fitness? What are internal changes that you created that lead to get external results? Go ahead, Vidura.
So, as I've said before, main thing what I felt is I had all, like, the basic fears of related to communication made me, I overcome that throughout. And also it made me feel that planning properly. I used to plan before, but I never had the consistently. I never implemented it. But
Hmm.
this time, whenever the plans whichever was made, I made sure that I will implement it consistently. I had 1 or 2 days ups and downs, but I made sure that each day I am doing whatever I have planned, and that indirectly made me a bit more disciplined, and it made me more self-confident that yeah, I have done today. It made me, from within I felt content that yeah, this day went good, and tomorrow is going to be a much better day. So that way, I would say internally I felt I'm feeling a bit more transformed than the previous uh, that person. So yes,
It's a
sir,
complete
that
shift for you. That's
yes, sir.
transformative for you. So, Vidula, when in this journey you thought of giving up, you thought of things are not going to work for me, I'm not good enough. Did you go through that phase also in this journey? One day or 2 days or a period of weeks?
Um, I felt it whenever I gave my cat marks because my VARC marks were really very low. It didn't even, uh, it was like around 30s or 20s, like sorry, not 30, 20, like five, like single digit marks I used to get.
Oh,
So
hmm.
my VARC was really very low. Percentiles were actually 20s or 30s. So I got confused. So I was like, I was like okay, CAT is not going to work out for me. I'm not going to like it's just kind of waste of time I'm doing. Why am I even sitting and attending? But I made sure I had a talk with Akriti ma'am, and I made sure I re-listened her recordings again. And it was tough for me to again go through the record. It felt ki, okay, we know this concept, like we know the
Hmm.
technique she shared, but when it comes to implementing those techniques you need practice, and I didn't personally give that much time for English. And I was like more towards maths and DILR because I felt more easy, comfortable solving those. But then I took a break. I said, like I had few, we had few meetings with our peers, and they were like, they all were confident with VARC, and they were struggling in quant, and I was having the opposite case. And like, why am I the only person not facing difficulty in VARC? I have to work it out, and that
Hmm.
made me motivation that okay, fine, let's practice only VARC for now onwards. You're not going to touch quant. Like I used to, but it was like only like 80% to
So it's a
90%.
switch that you made. It was a switch that you made in your
Yeah.
brain that now I have to crack this part. That was the thing.
Yes, sir.
Powerful,
So,
powerful. So you made that switch and then you focused on that direction. That worked for
yes,
you.
sir.
Superb. And Vidula, like, people who come from the background of, let's say, uh, being a general category kind of students or people from the hardcore streams like, science and all the time they are worried about competition. They see so much negativity on social media where people refer to their profile and they say, I did not get this, I did not get that, and everyone get demotivated and all. So how you really keep your sanity, keep your peace and keep your focus in this whole journey, not getting distracted by all the negativity that people go through on social media platforms. So how you take your son, your focus in your journey rather than getting distracted? What was your mental makeup of that? Go ahead.
So there was a meeting I remember, a hackathon or an LCC, that where you said that you in your mobile do not have any apps other than uh, phone and just WhatsApp. So and you gave us 30 seconds time to delete
I
whatever.
still have the same thing as you are telling now. I only have these four things. Yeah, you can see it here. One, two, three, four. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So that day, actually, I deleted Facebook, Instagram, almost all social media, and um, I even had few games also. So I deleted all my games, everything. That time, I was like, "क्या करे sir? बोल दिए कर रहा है." But then after 1 week, when I always had my hands going through, I made a plan. Okay, fine. You are getting attracted just because it's there on your wallpaper. What I did in my all my wallpaper, I took a screenshot of our app, VAIR app, and I kept it as my wallpaper. And also in each phone, like the each page, I kept the app of it, so that whenever you see, you are going to see the app. So obviously you will not feel like you have to go to any other apps like very quickly, and you will be focused to wire. But in spite of that, whenever you go through, like you will get negativity from your friends, also from your surroundings, through like through Google. You will have your advertisements going on in YouTube. If you want to watch something, you will get there also some advertisements like, come here and all. So that was eradicated because, as I said, I made sure that I'm going to spend this much time. It's not
Hmm.
that whether it's like, it's just, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, or else it's not going to happen. So if you will put your uh, whole focus on that thing, it's going to happen for sure. It's just like kind of manifestation or the goal card, what work it's doing, that that's your goal, you have to work for it. It means you have to work. It's not that someone else, you should just make sure that other words are not making a big impact in your uh, preparation time.
Hmm.
So I made sure that their words, okay, I just said to them, yes, yes, okay, fine. But then I didn't take it to my brain. I didn't make it
Hmm.
influence my activities or the preparation I did. So I would say that no one should get influenced by others. Others,
Yeah,
like whatever they say about the competition. Just make sure you give your 100%. You will get back whatever
that is true.
you do.
That is true. Most of the people who prepare for IIMs or CAT exam, they are very, very active on multiple platforms. So they are studying less and they are chit-chatting and all of that. So I have gone through that journey myself as a student, and it is very, very distracting. You are not able to go in deep. And something someone keeps sharing this, negative thing. It doesn't matter whatever you do, you're not going to get calls and all of those things, right?
Yeah.
So keeping the sanity is the core focus because every year thousands of people are getting calls. So that is the power of this. That's true. So Vidula, like, when you were preparing, I remember the conversation with your mom and you had like so many things, like generic things were there in your city. You have like a lot of online platforms and all. You have like mass solutions there. What made you to really, surrender to the one-to-one, because it is a high level of accountability, you need to report to them and everything. Like why customization you was your core focus for all the three, and why you started working on your holistic profile transformation? What was your psychology behind this approach that worked beautifully for you?
So first thing is I'm in my hostel, so
Hmm.
like not living with my parents and all. So first thing, I need a circle where no one makes me feel demotivated anyway. So I
Hmm.
wanted to make sure that I always have my energy levels high. And
Hmm.
uh, even if I had confidence that I'll work on Quant and DILR by myself through some way or the other way. But as I said, VARC was a part from the starting where I needed
Hmm.
some guidance. And
Hmm.
almost whichever platform I searched for personally, all focused on Quant and DILR. So when I got to know that you have a one-on-one mentorship, it means they will make sure that your drawback will be uh, given a priority. That will be focused on. So that's what I also got. So that made me like I got a very good percentile in VARC also. So I'm happy with that. And also not just about cat. As I said, I always had communication was a very weak part of me. And when you want to get into IIMs, your communication should be strong. So when like this one-on-one mentorship also had a way of uh, they also gave us a platform where you can holistically developed. Like other platforms, they didn't focus that much on your profile building and other holistic development parts. But Wire was a place where they give you, space and area where and also guidance, like how you can improve, where you can where are you lacking exactly, and how can you improve in that particular part. And they also give a place where you can put forth your way, and you can also demonstrate whatever skills you have within yourself. So that's what made me choose this platform, and it made me.
So thank you very much, Vidula, for highlighting this. Vidula, like a lot of people who are preparing for the top level colleges, they refer to still the traditional methods, right? But I have seen you using the power of technology, artificial intelligence, AI co-pilot, and you use ChatGPT and all that we discussed about. So how this AI played a big role in terms of giving you speed of all the three level mastery? So what were the your application of AI for that? Go ahead.
So AI, it's like I've been using it even for my college part also. So it also helped me in CAT in one way. For CAT, is like uh, I would say whenever I had some doubt in some questions, you could
Hmm.
use AI Copilot, especially which is made for Quant, DILR, and all, where you can put the questions and it gives you step by step answers. So that made me sure ki, okay, this is the step where I
Hmm.
miscalculated, or I didn't visualize in this way, but that said, okay, you have to visualize in this way. So that difference of approaching a question, so that in that way it helped me out. And I also used it for vocabulary building also. Like for VARC part, I just gave it thousands, a few tens of words, and I used to ask like, give me the meaning of it, give me the usage in a sentence. So that's how I,
Wow, that's a smart techniques.
also.
AI power.
Yeah, so I made sure ki instead of put it, if you will give the same prompt in Google, you have to go through websites to get a proper sentence from it. But in this, just you just give a prompt and you give 10 words. In a single go, you will get for all those 10 words meaning also, and also the sentence. So in that way, you can incorporate in your daily life also how to use those words.
Okay, you're using one
And
at a AI Copilot in daily life also, like completely in your, wow,
yeah,
that's great.
few words I just try to use it. Sir. So, and also in for my SOP drafts, I also use that. So that's really helpful in that
Like
way.
normally people take, 25, 30 days to figure out the right SOP and how much time it took you to complete your SOP using that one attempt AI Copilot?
Um, I would say 2 to 3 days. Like I just kept on, um,
Fine tuning that.
what yeah, fine tuning it. So it just took like according to uh, the way, like each IIMs, the way they ask question, it differs. So the according to the way they ask questions, according to the college requirements, I just fine tuned my SOP accordingly. So I just took like for one SOP, like according to one college, for an SOP, I just took 1 or 2 days with the help of AI.
So
So
that's a good, I am Blackie through AI. Yeah. That's the power of it. I believe, look, everyone who is listening to this conversation, you should use power of artificial intelligence for fine-tuning your 100%, game. And like Vidula is highlighting, right? She's really using, like, killing that AI power game in that. Awesome. Vidula, like, you come from the spiritual place, okay? Your whole city is about spirituality. So what spirituality play role in aptitude exams like CAT and like disconnecting yourself or detaching yourself from the outcome or surrendering to the universe, like how this manifestation spiritual perspective help you to really go ahead and clear this, because most of the people who are preparing for these exams, they are like very, very attached They're like, what will happen if I do not crack it? And they get into anxiety, depression. They are not able to sleep well. They go through the sleepless nights. They do not eat food on time and all of that. So how you played that spiritual game very, very strong that lead you to get these results very, very smoothly and peacefully?
So spiritually, like I, it. I would say like I had always a strong belief in God. So I always pray to God after the morning part. I just pray to God for around 10 to 15 minutes. It's not just about myself, like that I want to crack and all. I just have a very plain prayer ritual with Him, like just saying ki make sure everyone in the world is happy, healthy, and they are just connected. No, that big disargument shouldn't happen, sorts of thing. And just making sure that that 10 to 15 minutes of the peace which I get, it feels that the day has started fresh and it has just started like it just got rejuvenated. It's always rejuvenating when wake up from sleep. But after those prayer time, it just feels that yeah, it's just fresh start and the day goes well. And I also have a habit that just before going to sleep, for just lying down on my bed for 10 minutes, I just rewind whatever happened today and just check out where I could have what went well, and what went a bit down, so that I could just work on that part, and then just spend 1 or 2 minutes just thinking ki tomorrow, what will we do tomorrow? What are the tasks left? And then just chant few mantras and just go to sleep. So that's
Yeah,
how
that is very important.
and
Very
that's how I
important.
make sure I just get connected to the God, and it gives me personally confidence that yeah, the days are going good. Whatever it you know whatever hurdles come your way, you can just cross it out. And just before cat and all, I was just spending a bit more time that okay, it should go well. It should just I should just get the fruits which I have reaped for these sowed for
That's
these many
beautiful.
days. That's
That's beautiful, Vidula. I remember, your spiritual grounding is definitely strong root that keeps the whole tree very, very strong and lead you to get better results. In this journey, Vidula, I have seen one thing: you are collaborating with so many students who are preparing for it. You are cooperating with them, you are connecting with them, you are building friendships around that. A lot of the people in this game are people see each other competitor, right? Oh, this is my competitor. This person can take my seat. This person can go ahead and clear the cutoff, and I will be lagging behind. You will see like a lot of series are there on internet, like aspirants and all, where it is being all highlighted, right? That people are your competitors, not your collaborators. So, what is your psychology or mindset that you see people who are preparing with you in the community also as a collaborator, as a peer group that lead you to really fast track your journey with their support? So, how you look at this whole game? If someone want to crack IIMs, do they look people as a competitor? Will that be beneficial where they get like extraordinary motivation and all? Or they should see people as a cooperative, as a collaboration where they can align with the preparation? How you see this whole perspective?
I would say I looked at my peers and both the manners in a very managed proportion, because it's like always when the peers will help when you talk to them, because of they all have the same mentality of working, cracking cat and just cracking, getting into one of the B schools. Having the same mentality and the way you prepare, it also helps. When they are also preparing, they also have the same goal. It makes sure that when you have friendship with them, when you share your thoughts to each other, they help you in making sure that you are not leaving somewhere behind. You are also, going along with them, pursuing along with them. And at the same time, when you a bit, uh, a small thought of competitiveness is also required, where you don't push yourself. Okay, they are friends. If they get more, not. I just also make sure that I have a small comparison with them. It's kind of healthy comparison, that okay, fine, they are getting uh, this much marks in VARC, then even I should try to get this much. And if they are getting a scoring a bit lesser than me in quant, I make sure that I share some tips to them, or I get tips from
Hmm.
them, so that sharing bond. So in that case, your competitiveness needs to be kicked in, but it shouldn't be that high that you don't talk to each other, you don't share. They say everything while sharing reduces, but knowledge do not reduce.
Hmm.
So you need to share to make sure how much understanding you have, and it also have, you build good relationship with your peers also. So a bit of competitiveness and a bit of companionship is required. So that's how I see
Balance,
my.
harmony of both the things. Healthy competition and healthy cooperation. That's very good. So Vidula, I know you have formed so many friendships with all the diamond level community members, and you have been working with them in the GDs and PIs and all. So I would love to know from you how you are envisioning your vision as a wealthy leader, because people who prepare for the competitive exam, most of them, they think about getting a job placement package. But how the community members have up level your vision, has enlarged your vision to be a wealthy leader and serve this country to be a superpower. How you see yourself going forward in that, because you are almost one step away from getting to that journey. Go ahead, Vidula.
So the term wealthy leader itself, that we want to become a wealthy leader itself, I got when I had the meeting with you, sir. So I love those two words. To be fact, like it just feels that now itself I am a wealthy leader. Whenever you just listen that you are going to be the next wealthy leader, it just feels, I'm already a wealthy leader. So when you are there, your uh, my peers also, whenever have their uh, they participate in GDs, the enthusiasm when they have on discussing, the group discussion goes in such a way that you are already in a part of, kind of board meeting kind of way, that the thoughts or the content they share itself feels that, yeah, you have reached that level. That the thoughts which they share, it feels there are many things to learn from them. I feel I am lacking somewhere, and they always give me motivation that okay, this is how, you know these ways also you can look into that topic, or you can look into the new perspectives which I get from them. And that also made me feel it has been paving me path into, becoming a wealthy leader, I would say. And it always, and this wealthy leader term and the peers connection and the, the coaches and your motivation always said me that uh, we always connect wealthy with money, but it made me sure that wealth is not just about getting rich. It's also about having your wealthy health, or I would say wealthy happiness, your mental peace. So all these I got, these all have been, I had a very big transformation in all these fields. So I'm already in a path of becoming a wealthy leader in all aspects, sir.
More power to you, Vidula. You are already there. Wealth, health, relationship, you are doing it. You are killing that. You are mastering that whole game. So, Vidula, like people who are listening to this and they are thinking, can I do it? Is it possible for me? I'm not yet there. I don't think so I can make it. I don't think I have what it takes. I don't have this thing. I don't have that thing. I am not dash enough. I am not this enough. What is the one golden nugget that you would love to share to break through their resistance so that they can crack IEMs, NMs, Symbiosis, Accelerate, and all in one single attempt? From your experience, go ahead.
I would say um, have a, you know, uh, give your 100% surrender to the community, because they are just going to show you they are just going to show and pave you the, um, you know, path for you, and just following that path is itself more than enough, that you are just going to crack your cat and just have a very big transformation. Just stay focused and, you know, um, one of my peers said uh, कि अगर मेरा नहीं होगा तो किसी का नहीं होगा, and I love
Mhm.
that part, and that confidence is required with everyone. Just uh, you know, when you have the feel that when you have the dream that you are going to have, you have to achieve this, then just make sure that you are putting that correct actions to achieve the dream, and you will gradually achieve it. You might feel some downs subsequently, but later, after a dip, obviously you will get a point where you will just skyrocket. You will have a gradual increase in the preparation you do. So I would say, अब मेरा नहीं होगा तो किसी का नहीं होगा. Just go with that confidence.
Yeah, you do that level of efforts that you are content in your own eyes that you deserve to crack it. That's beautiful. So, Vidula, this journey is going forward for you. This is the starting point. I know the more you are going ahead, you are going to go ahead and take to the next level. I wish you all the best. And you have inspired the whole community, everyone who has watched this video. And if you are in this particular part, it means you need to hear that today. So apply what you have learned and get to your dream IEMs, Accelerate, NM, Symbiosis, this in just one single attempt and be a wealthy leader in your life. Thank you very much, Vidula.